Com today. If you drive a big rig, you know that more time on the road means more money in your pocket. Shell Rotella, with advanced synthetic technology, is designed to help keep your rig running and save you money in the long run. Trade up the Shell Rotella, and you'll get superior protection against engine wear. That means less time in the shop and more time on the road. It also means you'll get more chances to see North America's finest roadside attraction, cows, cornfields, cows in cornfields. It's lovely this time of year. Shell Rotella's advanced synthetic technology also offers extended drain intervals, helping your rig go farther between oil changes. So you'll make less pit stops. Well, unless you need to restock on snacks, we really can't help you with that. But if you're looking to help your big rig engine live longer, look no further. Superior protection, less maintenance. That's what you can expect from the #1 heavy-duty engine oil in North America. Shell Rotella for the long haul. Explore the full lineup of Shell Rotella products at rotella.com/longhaul.
Hi, Tom Bodette. Just thinking about how jobs always seem to take longer than you think. So when your jobs get extended, stay at Studio 6, where you get more in your room for less on your bill, like a kitchen and free Wi-Fi, for those jobs that just keep going. Take me. I thought I'd stay at a time or two, but 35 years later, here I am, still saying we'll leave the light on for you. I'm Tom Bodette for Studio 6, and I'm starting to think I'll never retire.
Major phone carriers make you sign contracts with rigid data plans to trap you into a kind of forced phonogamy. Sounds pretty insecure, if you ask me. At Consumer Cellular, we believe in a more consensual and healthy form of phonogamy, free of contracts and more flexible to your data needs. This way, you stick around not because we force you to with contracts and fees, but because you love our phone plans. Like, ardently love our phone plans. Phonogamously. Consumer Cellular. When freedom calls, we're here to answer. Call us at 1-888-FREEDOM.
Red Eye Radio and our sponsors are devoted to trucking safety. That's why we are proud to bring you the Red Eye Radio Million Mile Club. We've been saluting drivers who have surpassed the million-mile mark with preventable accident-free driving. By reaching this milestone, you could be a part of an elite club of drivers who share remarkable safety records and demonstrate superior driving skills. If you or someone you know is a truck driver with 1,000,000 miles or more of driving under your belt without a preventable accident, register online at redeyeradioshow.com. That's redeyeradioshow.com. The Red Eye Radio Million Mile Club would not be possible without the generous support of the fine folks from Petro Stopping Centers, House Lubricator, Motel 6, the St. Christopher Fund, and Cat Scale. We applaud the individual truckers and fleets who drive with care and keep our highways safe. The Red Eye Radio Million Mile Club, devoted to trucking safety. Register online at redeyeradioshow.com.
Individuals and businesses with tax problems, listen carefully. Do you feel like you're losing control of your finances? If you owe over $10,000 in back taxes or have unfiled tax returns, we can help you take back control. The IRS is the largest and most aggressive collection agency in the world, and they can seize your bank accounts, garnish your paycheck, close your business, and file criminal charges. Take control of your tax problem now by calling the experts at U.S. Tax Shield and take advantage of the Fresh Start program and new laws that mail.
Avoid fuel gelling by using Hot Shot Secret's EDT Plus Winter Defense, a 7-in-1 fuel booster and anti-gel available at Pilot Flying J, Amazon, O'Reilly Auto Parts, and HotShotSecret.com.
Eric and Gary for the Eden Pure Thunderstorm Air Purifier. Tons of questions about the Eden Pure Thunderstorm Air Purifier. We thought we'd do a little Q&A. Here's a question. Does it work on any smell? Yes, the Thunderstorm gets rid of strong odors from cooking, cigarette smoke, litter boxes, and more. Even the mildew smell from basements. How long does it take to work? Immediately. The Thunderstorm starts working in seconds to clear a room of any odor. What about replacement filters? No, you never need them. Does the Thunderstorm Air Purifier really work? Over 350,000 Thunderstorms have been sold already with thousands of 5-star reviews online. Here's a question we get a lot. How do I get a deal on the Eden Pure Thunderstorm? Right now, you can save $200 on 3 Thunderstorms for whole home protection. That's 3 units for under $200. Just go to EdenPureDeals.com, enter the discount code REDEYE. That's EdenPureDeals.com, discount code REDEYE, and you get free shipping.
At Progressive Commercial, we know a trucker's time is money, and, well, there's a lot that can impact your time on the road. Like that driver who's too busy belting out show tunes to realize the light turned green 2 choruses ago. Yeah, that's not a call for an encore, she's hearing. We can't save you from singing drivers, but we can get you back on the road fast with our heavy truck roadside assistance available 24/7 year-round. See if you can save at progressivecommercial.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Optional heavy truck roadside assistance provided by third party and subject to policy terms and conditions. Not available in all states.
The St. Christopher Truckers Fleet Fund is excited to once again offer our diabetes prevention program. Driving Down Diabetes is a free CDC-approved diabetes prevention program. This year-long program begins January 9th, 2023, with live webinars focusing on nutrition, movement, stress management, and sleep, while receiving encouragement and accountability. It's for those at risk for diabetes only, not for those who have already been diagnosed with diabetes. If you are an over-the-road truck driver with a valid Class A CDL and are wondering if you are at risk for diabetes, go to truckersfund.org and take the risk assessment located under the Health and Wellness tab. Driving Down Diabetes is made possible by Southern Recipe. If you have questions, email Julie at truckersfund.org. Don't let diabetes put the brakes on your career. Sign up today. Again, to sign up and get more info, go to truckersfund.org. Truckersfund.org.
If you depend on a truck to make a living, then American Trucker is for you. Every day, trucker.com is packed with information you need to keep your truck running and the money rolling. From new products to the latest in regulations, American Trucker has what you need to know. American Trucker staff knows that you are running a small business, and they work hard to bring you news and information that matters. So don't miss American Trucker's free newsletter. Go to trucker.com. That's trucker.com and sign up today. Sponsored by
Radio 1440 WLWIAM, the home of Sean Hannity. Also on 95.1 HD3 FM, Montgomery, Alabama. A Cumulus media station.
This is CBS News on the Hour, presented by Indeed.com.
I'm Deborah Rodriguez. Admirers pay tribute to former First Lady Rosalind Carter.
Sad, but what a legacy. The Carters have certainly left their mark on this globe and continue to.
I think there's nobody who doesn't love Mrs. Carter.
96-year-old Rosalind Carter died 2 days after entering hospice at her home in Georgia. She'd been diagnosed with dementia last spring. UVA political analyst Larry Sabato.
She was the clear partner, the full partner with President Carter. And she campaigned with him and sometimes independently of him. She was very active in policy.
Mrs. Carter will lie in repose at the Carter Center next Monday. In northern Gaza today,
rockets flew out of Gaza as Israeli airstrikes continue to target sites there. Heavy fighting has also erupted around the Indonesian hospital in northern Gaza, where thousands of people have sought shelter. Israel, the U.S., and Qatar, which mediates with Hamas, have meanwhile continued their negotiations on a hostage release, but no new progress has been reported.
CBS's Cammie McCormick. Egypt's state-run media says more than 24 premature babies evacuated from Al-Shifa Hospital have arrived there now by ambulance. The federal appeals court in Washington, D.C. is scheduled to hear arguments over a gag order imposed on former President Trump as part of his election interference case. Correspondent Scott McFarland.
The gag order that was put in place, then put on hold pending today's arguments, limits Trump from messages that target the special counsel, Jack Smith, and Smith's family, court staff, and potential witnesses in the case. Smith has argued Trump's words could threaten those witnesses and chill them from coming forward. Trump will argue through his defense attorneys it limits his First Amendment rights and his ability to campaign.
Severe weather could get in the way of Thanksgiving travel from eastern Texas through Louisiana and Arkansas. Odyssey meteorologist Craig Allen.
There is the likelihood of not only severe thunderstorms, but a tornado outbreak, even at this time of year.
The ACLU is stepping in after an 8-year-old Native American boy in Kansas was ordered to cut off his hair. The Girard School District bars long hair for boys. The civil rights group says that violates state and federal laws. Last night in Rio, Taylor Swift performed a surprise song in the pouring rain, paying tribute to what many believe was a 25-year-old fan who died Friday ahead of Swift's opening show in Brazil. The singer won 10 Billboard Music Awards last night, tying her with Drake for the most in BBMA history. This is CBS News.
Make the hiring process work for you. With Indeed's end-to-end hiring solution, you can attract, interview, and hire candidates all from one place. Start at Indeed.com/credits.
Give the gift that's hard to remember, but easy to give. Buy them a Steel. Save $30 on the VG56 CE handheld blower. Go to steelusa.com/gift guide. Offer valid for a limited time only at participating dealers while supplies last.
Navage helps you breathe better, sleep deeper, and snore less, but the biggest payoff is improved health. Navage is good personal hygiene and can help you stay healthier. At Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, Target, and online. Navage, Navage, clean nose, healthy life.
Team, it's snowing again tomorrow. They're predicting 2 to 3 feet.
'Tis the overtime season for Frank's snowplows.
Kelly, can you take another shift?
Let it snow. Quality driver applicants.
Hey guys, know anybody else with a D license?
Indeed can help him hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. We instantly connect you with quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed match your job description. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
A TV mob mom has died.
Suzanne Shepard was known for her roles on The Sopranos and Goodfellas. She starred as Karen Hill's mother in Goodfellas and Carmela Soprano's mother in The Sopranos.
You know Angela Stamper, that's all.
What is that supposed to mean?
You know Angela was dying to marry you. And now, Stamper's is a chain of drugstores.
She was one of more than 24 actors who appeared in both. Shepard made her acting debut in the 1988 film Mystic Pizza. She was 89 years old. Matt Piper, CBS News.
When it comes to being happy at work, a new Empower survey finds for most employees, it would take a pretty big pay raise. Respondents with a median salary of $65,000 a year say a bump up to $95,000 would make them happy and less stressed. The highest earners with median incomes of $250,000 say another $100,000 would do the trick. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
Me too. Hit me out too, brother. Hit me out, hit me out, hit me out.
Sounds pretty insecure, if you ask me.
But sometimes you gotta be satisfied with what you get. Okay, maybe not satisfied. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You gotta be able to make it through. Make it through, make it through.
Consumer Cellular. When Freedom calls, we're here to answer. Call us at 1-888-FREEDOM.
Did you
You are everything and everything.
Money on your medication. Just search for your prescription, choose the pharmacy and the price that works best for you, and then show your GoodRx coupon to your pharmacist at the drop-off counter. GoodRx works at over 70,000 pharmacies, including Walmart, Rite Aid, and Walgreens, and it works whether you have insurance or not. It's easy to save. Next time you drop off your prescription, check GoodRx. To start saving today, go to GoodRx.com. GoodRx is not insurance.
With Bath Innovations Design Services, you can customize every detail of your bathroom remodel. Whether you're replacing a bathtub or converting to a shower, Bath Innovations has thousands of options. So bring your style and design the bathroom of your dreams. Contact us today at Bath.
Oh yeah.
Paid for by Christian Care Ministry.
So right
You
now,
are
maybe it's the perfect
everything.
time for you to rethink how you pay for health care. And here's why. Not only is it open enrollment for a lot of people, it's also a time you can join MediShare and save even more than usual. For many families, switching to MediShare saves about $500 a month, which is a game changer for most. But what's more, they like it. MediShare has double member satisfaction rate compared to health insurance.
All righty then. There we go. See it line link.
30 years as a Christian community.
Let me see, let me see.
1,000 members. And here's the thing, too. If you join before November 30th and you mention the promo code SHARE, you'll get another $150 savings. So I'll give you the number here in a second, but just call. You'll get a price within 2 minutes. And again, the deadline's November 30th. So call now and you'll save even more. Here's the number, 855-51-BIBLE. That's 855-51-BIBLE, 855-51-BIBLE.
Thousands of stores across the country are pulling brand name cold and allergy products off the shelves. Why? Because an FDA advisory panel recently determined that a drug they contain, oral phenylephrine, is ineffective as a nasal decongestant. Navage offers a drug-free solution that's fast and highly effective at relieving nasal congestion caused by colds and allergies. Navage uses suction to pull saline in one nostril, around the back of the nose, and out of the other nostril to help suck out allergens, mucus, and germs. Nasal irrigation works, and Navage makes it quick and easy. But more than anything, it helps you breathe better. Don't waste your time or money on products that are ineffective. Trust drug-free Navage for fast relief to help you breathe easier, sleep better, and feel healthy. Ask for Navage at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, Target, or find us online at Navage.com. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E. Clean nose, healthy life.
He is the voice of the conservative millennial. Ben Shapiro, the Ben Shapiro Show, Monday night at 8 p.m. on News Radio 1440. Depend on it. Your WSFA First Alert weather forecast on News Radio 1440.
Sponsored by AC by Luke Wire. AC by Luke Wire is celebrating 40 years of comfort. They've proudly serviced the river region since 1983. Visit them for heating, cooling, and plumbing needs. Visit acbylukewire.com for a list of services and offers today. That's acbylukewire.com. License number 84417.
Josh Johnson here. Monday looks like a good day. A mix of sunny clouds, isolated pockets of rain. 73 is the afternoon high. Then tonight and tomorrow, a line of strong storms pushes across the state. With 70 the high on Tuesday with rain and storms likely. Those will end late Tuesday. They were dry and sharply colder. Highs on Wednesday and Thanksgiving Day, only getting up to 50s with lows below 40s. That's your First Alert forecast. I'm WSFA Chief Meteorologist Josh Johnson on News Radio 1440.
Montgomery Skywatch traffic brought to you by Sons Automotive. Family owned, family driven on News Radio 1440.
Good morning, Montgomery. Right now, things are looking good. No major problems or accidents. Interstate systems moving smoothly into the Tri-County area from Clanton, Albany, Greenville. Still early and light traffic on 231 southbound of Tucker, north out of Troy. And most of the school systems within the listing area are off this week for Thanksgiving, so much less traffic. Spring registration is going on now at Trenton State. Now is the time to change your life and start planning your future. Classes start January 8th. Trenton State, today's college for tomorrow's world. Buckle up, it's the law for Montgomery Skywatch traffic. This is Major.
Good morning, I'm Jasmine Williams at WSFA 12 News. Here's what's happening this Monday. Thanksgiving is quickly approaching, and on Thanksgiving Day, the Alabama A&M marching maroon and white band will be in the Big Apple. They're leading the Thanksgiving Day parade in New York this year. And as always, the parade, WSFA 12 News. If you're hitting the road this Thanksgiving, Alabama is taking steps to make it smoother. No lanes will be closed Wednesday through Saturday. The Alabama Law Enforcement Agency is reminding officers that law enforcement will be out and about on the holiday. And ahead of the holiday, the CDC just released a new report that shows Alabama is in the top 10 states for flu activity right now. The entire South experiencing a flu surge. Top states for flu: Alabama, Louisiana, Mississippi, and Georgia. And on top of that, flu vaccine rates are down too. I'm Jasmine Williams at Lutheran Door, Monday morning.
Research shows that successful ad campaigns share 8 characteristics. Radio is the only local media option that delivers out ads. Radio reaches your potential customers close to the point of purchase. It provides local consumer interactions with emotional connections that build trust and credibility for your business. Radio lets people know and quick. We get your message out in 24 to 48 hours, and radio is very affordable. That's why radio consistently gives you the highest return. And it's also why you always need to marketing campaigns and returns start at a 19% lift, and they are on more than one way. That's why Cummins offers a variety of effective digital solutions to enhance your race radio line. At Cummins, we're your one-stop shop to deliver a coordinated radio and digital campaign to get your business results. Hi, I'm Sonia Thomas, and it's my job to get your business results to News Radio 1440. To learn more about how to get started, go to newsradio1440.com and click on
It's Matt Horsley with Budget Car and Truck Sales, Montgomery and Prattville. Your friend in the car business. Stop saying someday, one day soon. Your someday is here. With Budget Car Sales Black Friday, yes, Yvonne. Your someday is today. Because Budget has banks and credit unions that want to say yes. Yes. That's a yes to low payments starting at just $7 down. That's a yes to no payments up to 6 months. Still making payments on that rusted, busted old car? Get a nicer, newer car with lower payments. I'm not someday, one daying around this week. Let's get it done. So pick a nicer, newer car with low down payments. Banks that want to say yes. That's a yes. At Budget, we work harder to help you drive a nicer, newer car you'll love every day. Make your someday today with a like new car, truck, van, or SUV you deserve. Get to Budget Car Sales in Montgomery at 61 Mendel Parkway, just off Atlanta Highway, next to Fraser Church, or in Prattville, 508 McQueen Smith Road, across from Walmart, next to Aldi's. Shop online 24/7. BuyBudgetOnline.com. That's BuyBudgetOnline.com.
Major phone carriers make you sign contracts with rigid data plans to trap you into a kind of forced phonotomy. Sounds pretty insecure if you ask me. At Consumer Cellular, we believe in a more consensual and healthy form of phonotomy, free of contracts and more flexible to your data needs. This way, you stick around not because we force you to with contracts and fees, but because you love our phone plans. Like, ardently love our phone plans. Phonotomously. Consumer Cellular. When Freedom calls, we're here to answer. Call us at 1-888-FREEDOM.
Are you the parent of a 2 to 7-year-old? Listen closely for an exciting free radio offer. By now, you've probably heard of ABC Mouse, the Parents' Choice Award-winning online learning program that's actually changing the lives of early learners everywhere.
ABC Mouse is like a little one-on-one teacher. It has helped her so much.
Right now, we're offering a special radio promo to try it free for a month, but you have to go to abcmouse.com/radio to claim your free month. That's abcmouse.com/radio. Sponsored by Agent.
He's the voice of the conservative millennial.
Ben Shapiro.
The Ben Shapiro Show, tonight at 8 p.m. on News Radio 1440. Depend on it.
And good morning, everybody. Before we get started with today's festivities, let's have a serious conversation for a second. It's about a killer, and its name is fentanyl. Did you know that more than 1,400 Alabamans died in 2021 from drug overdoses? It's time to have a conversation about substance abuse. Hope is real, recovery is real. And if you or your family or a friend are suffering from substance abuse disorder, please call the Council on Substance Abuse or COSA now. The number is 334-262-1629, 334-262-1629, or go to COSA.NCADD.org. Okay? Get some help right now, today. Again, that's COSA, 334-262-1629, and get the help that you need. It not only affects you, it affects the people around you, your family, your loved ones, and your friends. Get some help. The Council on Substance Abuse now, one more time. Go to the website, COSA, NCADD.org. Get some help right now. Good morning to everybody.
To reset, refocus on your day. The moment where you take a deep breath and change the focus from the problem to the problem solver. This is Decisions with Kevin Elkins.
Tomorrow morning, if you wake up and the sun does not appear, I will be here. If in the dark we lose sight of love, hold my hand and have no fear. 'Cause I will be here.
Good morning, Montgomery, Alabama. It is time to rise and shine once again. For it is once again, one more time, you're on top of the ground, and the ground's not on top of you. Good morning to you. It is time for our daily bread. One more day above the ground, and the ground's not above you. Good morning to you. It is November the 20th, 2023 AD. It is a day like no other.
It is a day that has never been, and it is a day that shall never, ever come again. And once it's gone, you don't get a do over, you don't get it back, you don't get to summon it from the past. You don't get to come back and undo all the things that you do this day, and you don't get a chance to come back and undo the things that you do. Today's daily bread, the name of it is, let me get this right. I was so busy doing something there, but I found out. It's priceless results. Benjamin Elijah said, whatever we do in life, we should do it so well, no man living, no man dead, no man yet to be born can do it any better. And I say that is the standard by which we live life, we'll all be a lot better off than what we are. Don't ever give up. Don't ever quit, because quitters don't win. And winners, well, they may fail at a thing or two, they never quit. My mother said, nothing beats a failure but a try. One foot in front of the other. That's all she said. One foot in front of the other. Keep moving. Martin Luther King said, if you cannot run, walk. And if you cannot walk, crawl. Whatever you do, keep moving forward. Nothing beats a failure but a try. Don't ever give up. Don't ever quit. And no matter what happens on this day, remember this. This, like all the days of the past, this is a day that is still a great day to be alive. Good morning to you. Priceless results is our daily bread for this day, November the 20th, 2023. Good morning to you. It's time to rise and shine. It's a great day to be alive.
Welcome to today's encouragement from Our Daily Bread. Our reading, titled Priceless Results, was written by Allison Kita. On every school day for 3 years, Colleen has been dressing up in a different costume or mask to greet her children as they exit the school bus each afternoon. It brightens the day of everyone on the bus, including the bus driver. She brings so much joy to the kids on my bus. It's amazing. I love that. Colleen's children agree. It all started when Colleen began fostering children. Knowing how difficult it was to be separated from parents and to attend a new school, she began greeting the kids in a costume. After 3 days of doing so, the kids didn't want her to stop. So Colleen continued. It was an investment of time and money at thrift shops, but as reporter Meredith Turhar describes, it brought a priceless result: happiness. One little verse amid a book of wise and witty advice, largely by King Solomon to his son, sums up the results of this mom's antics. From Proverbs 17, a cheerful heart is good medicine, but a crushed spirit dries up the bones. By bringing cheer to all her kids, she hoped to prevent crushed spirits. The source of true and lasting joy is God through the Holy Spirit. The Spirit enables us to shine God's light as we strive to bring joy to others, a joy that offers hope and strength to face trials. Today's Our Daily Bread devotional scripture reading is from Proverbs 17, verses 12 through 22. Better to meet a bear robbed of her cubs than a fool bent on folly. Evil will never leave the house of one who pays back evil for good. Starting a quarrel is like breaching a dam, so drop the matter before a dispute breaks out. Acquitting the guilty and condemning the innocent, the Lord detests them both. Why should fools have money in hand to buy wisdom when they are not able to understand it? A friend loves at all times, and a brother is born for a time of adversity. One who has no sense shakes hands in pledge and puts up security for a neighbor. Whoever loves a quarrel loves sin. Whoever builds a high gate invites destruction. One whose heart is corrupt does not prosper. One whose tongue is perverse falls into trouble. To have a fool for a child brings grief. There is no joy for the parent of a godless fool. A cheerful heart is good medicine, but a crushed spirit dries up the bones. Let's pray. Dear Father, thank you for giving us joy. May our joy spread to others as we share all you've done for us and live as examples of your love and forgiveness. It's in Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Thanks today. My name is Rochelle Traub, and today's encouragement was provided by Our Daily Bread Ministries.
It is time to rise and shine, people. It's a Monday morning. That's right. No PT today, though. I'm taking a holiday off. I'm just saying.
Gotta be rough and tough, airborne, every day. We run to the sun, no sweat, not a down in the mess hall on my knees.
Down in the mess hall on my knees.
Got nothing to eat
but a can of beans.
Nothing to eat but a can of beans.
The bread was moldy and the meat was bad. Come on now, let's go to work. You know darn well that you can't eat that. Here we go, all the way. Gotta be rough and tough air, boom, all the way.
Always wanted to be
in the 82nd Airborne, needs a breeze. Now that I'm here, I'm gonna do it right. Jump from an aircraft while in flight.
in the drizzling rain.
Well, I picked up my parachute and boarded the plane. Jump master said 1 minute to go. Green light lead with a cheering blow. Rough and tough, airborne, all the way. All right then, it's time to rise and shine, people. Okay, no PT. We ain't doing the PT thing today. That's a done deal, because it's like it's short week, so we're just gonna save room for the turkey and all that stuff for those who eat that kind of stuff anyway. So, but we still pay homage to our armed forces of these United States of America, whom without we would not possess the freedoms we do to argue, get mad at each other, talk about your mom and your daddy, tell people how bad your kids are, whatever it is that you want to tell people, you have the right to do it in this country, even though some of that stuff may be a little bit crazy. But it's all because young men and women, somebody's father, somebody's mother, somebody's aunt, somebody's uncle, somebody's brother, somebody's sister, somebody's mom, somebody's dad, somebody's uncle, somebody's aunt. You get the picture. A little bit of all of us who wear that uniform, and at nighttime, overnight, we say, not on my watch. I'll do the best thing I can do. I can do the best I can to make sure that you sleep in peace tonight. And it's the best you can, anyway. Anyway, good morning to you. It's time to rise and shine. And don't forget our local heroes, Montgomery Police Department. Good morning, guys. Daryl Albert and the crew. Good morning to the Sheriff Department. Derek Cunningham and his crew. They sit and guard the streets, too. And do not forget, whatever happens, Montgomery Fire Department, Chief Jordan and his crew, the guy, they literally sat on the fence and say, oh, if something does happen, we'll be there to help. Outstanding. What a great bunch of guys we got in this city. Good morning to you. It's time to rise and shine.
Is a guide, a bridge and motto too. We always ready to or die. I will stand behind for you. On we go into the wild blue yonder, climbing high into the sky. Here they come to be our thunder, and the boys give them the gun. And we die, starting a big from thunder, up with one terrible roar. We live in faith, die in faith, for nothing can stop the U.S. Air Force. The halls of Montezuma to the shores of Tripoli, we will find our country's battles in the air, on land and sea. First they fight for right and freedom, and to keep our honor free. We are proud to claim the title of the United States of
All righty then. Good morning to you. It's 6:29 in the morning. We got to take a break. We'll come back with our audio piece of the morning. Little TD Jake for you this morning to get you out of bed, get you motivated, or whatever it is that you need to do this morning. Also, yeah, I didn't know Russell Wilson was still playing ball. Yeah, I thought they did a Kaepernick. I thought they did the Kaepernick, whatever his name is. I thought he was. I didn't know he was still playing. Okay, that's good. That's good. I don't like him very much, but he's a good quarterback. Yeah. I don't like guys with curly hair. You know what I'm saying? They think they're all this and they're all that. I just don't like guys with curly hair. Well, how do you like my hair? I don't care. I don't care how your hair is going. I don't like guys. Guys with curly hair. They just got on my doggone nerves. Like somehow they created the curly hair. You know what I'm saying? I love my hair. Okay, a little bit I got left. I love my hair. But these guys like complected, nice curly wavy hair, like they big. Never mind. Let me shut up. Anyway, yeah, that's what I like about Russell Wilson. But a good quarterback though. And Kaepernick, who basically kind of had curly hair, but he wanted to play like he was 100% brother. We know he ain't. I ain't mad at him. I ain't mad at him though. I'm just gonna leave that alone and just get on out of here and take my break, and we'll come back uno momento. Okay, I'm just saying. Okay. Okay. Anyway, so we'll return after this with our audio piece of the day, and hopefully we'll have time. We'll play. We'll play something. Anyway, good morning to you. I'm all flabbergasted. Hello, Melissa. Melissa's out there going by. She don't know what coming into the week. She said, "Mix 103 over there." She, she thinks I'm too tough. So, we'll make it. 6:31 in the morning. If you don't do it, you won't get that. Amen. We'll be back. and we'll be back.
It's Matt Horsley with Budget Car and Truck Sales, Montgomery and Prattville. Your friend in the car business. Stop saying someday, one day soon. Your someday is here. With Budget Car Sales Black Friday, yes-a-thon. Your someday is today. Because Budget has banks and credit unions that want to say yes. Yes. That's a yes to low down payments starting at just $7 down. That's a yes to no payments up to 6 months. Still making payments on that rusted, busted old car? Get a nicer, newer car with lower payments. I'm not someday, one daying around this week. Let's get it done. So pick a nicer, newer car with low down payments. Banks that want to say yes. That's a yes. At Budget, we work harder to help you drive a nicer, newer car you'll love every day. Make your someday today with a like new car, truck, van, or SUV you deserve. Get to Budget Car Sales in Montgomery at 61 Mendel Parkway, just off Atlanta Highway, next to Fraser Church, or in Prattville, 508 McQueen Smith Road, across from Walmart, next to Aldi's. Shop online 24/7. BuyBudgetOnline.com. That's BuyBudgetOnline.com.
Join Sean Hannity Sundays at 3 p.m. for the Encore Show.
Chinese, the Russians, don't fear Joe Biden.
On News Radio 1440.
And we're back. By T.D. Jakes, a new one called How to Fight Through the Worst Times of Your Life. I'll get information here. Grab yourselves important. We'll be back. Okay, I say tough. I'll be tough. My bad.
Expecting something good to happen, it costs you something. That hope costs.
Let me start that one more again, so people can get the essence of what the man is saying. Now, can we try that one more time? Okay.
To happen that don't. The Bible said that hope deferred maketh the heart sick. And I thought that by now I would have been married. I had planned a wedding for my 20s, and now I'm 42. The numbers have reversed, and I'm still by myself. Hope deferred makes the heart sick. I thought I would have my degree, but every time I get ready to go back after my degree, something sets me back. And when you keep wanting something that keeps evading you, if you're not careful, it will wear you down. To wait for something, anticipating it, and it doesn't happen, costs you more than somebody who wants nothing. That's why we have so many people who fall into the abyss of wanting absolutely nothing, because sometimes it is easier not to want anything than it is to want it and not get it. I want you to understand then that while they were waiting on the bridegroom to come, they were burning oil. While nothing was happening, they were burning oil. You have to burn some oil to be able to wait. The Bible says they that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount upon wings like eagles. They shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and not faint. You have to be tough to wait. You have to be tough to work all day and go to school at night. You have to be tough to take 2 part-time jobs and put them together and try to make it do. You have to be tough. It may not happen, but I want it. I may not be there, but I want to. It may not be in my hand, but I'm snatching after it. I may not have apprehended, but I'm in the press. I may not climb the mountain, but I'll die with dirt in between my fingernails, because I will never lay there and accept where I came from to be where I'm going. My history is not my destiny. That's why I don't care when you say you knew me when. I don't care how many people knew me when. Until you know me now, you don't know anything at all. My history is not my destiny. You said it's late, but I'm still waiting. I'm older, but I'm still waiting. I've had setbacks. But alas, still waiting. The art of waiting. The art of waiting. Everybody wants everything now. They won't wait. The art of waiting. You're not going to bond together the first 6 months. You're not going to get the cleaving right even the first year. It takes some time for you to leave the historicity of your mother and father and cleave and become one flesh. You're going to go through some name changes. You're going to go through some frustration because you're still leaving and cleaving, and it's a process before your mother finally gets out of your head and your father finally gets out of your head, and you start developing a new culture and a new philosophy that your kids one day will have to grow up and leave and cleave. The art of waiting.
Jesus, as busy as he was, sat by the well all day, waiting on one woman to come down to the well. He knew she would get there, and he waited. There are some men in this room. There are some men in this room who are waiting for you, sister, at the well. He's waiting. A waiting man is a man who hasn't given up. When a man waits, it just means that he hasn't given up. Brothers, there's a waiting woman waiting on you to grow up. If we take a skin graft and we take a piece of skin from here and we put it on a wound right here because we're all wounded, it takes a while. No matter how good the skin is, it takes a while for the skin to graft. If you're not willing to wait, you're going to mess the wound up and have to go back to the beginning and meet somebody new and start all over again. And you're going to end up at the same place. I know you don't believe it. I know you don't hear me. I know you think I'm stupid, but you are going to end up at the same place with the second wife that you ended up with the first wife. If you don't fix what's wrong with you, it is going to happen again. 50%, 64, 74%. It's going to happen. We're happy now. You and her were happy at first. You're always happy at first. Why you think you get married? Everybody's happy at first. If your husband is waiting on you, if he's waiting on you, if he's fighting off the others, are you making him wait longer than necessary because you're distracted into your own things? And eventually what happens to men, I know men, I've been a man all my life. Eventually, he gives up on waiting. And then you call him a dog. But all of them were not dogs at first. He just got tired. Oh wait, it's one thing to wait on somebody who's getting ready. You know how you be waiting on your wife and she's getting ready? And I don't mind waiting as long as it's coming. What becomes difficult is when you're waiting and you see no change. Because if I see you hurrying, at least I know that you're conscious that you're making me wait is putting me in a strain. And the consciousness of it is encouraging. But when you act oblivious to it, pick up the pace. And you that are waiting, don't give up. You got too much invested. Too many tears, too many years, too many kids, too much time. The art of waiting.
The art of waiting. Good morning to you. Although I must admit, sometimes waiting does get laborious, but that's okay. We got this. We got this. Okay, I'll get to you another day, next week sometimes. Anyway, good morning to everybody. Hope this day finds you well. Hope somebody's up this time morning like me, because I'm up, and hopefully you're up too. It's a blessing to be here on top of the ground. And it could be the first thing you should say, absolutely the first thing you should say every morning is thank you, God, for still being here another day. Because believe me, somebody last night went to bed, didn't get up this morning. So if you did, if you got the wake-up call, then you are doing absolutely wonderful. Wonderful. Anyway, so what is the word of the day and the lessons of life today? Interesting. Now, the word of the day is kind of it sounds like an Australian word, it's like a, it's spelled Quuiu. Quiddity. 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 Okay, now what does that mean? Well, quiddity means it refers to the essence of a thing. That is, whatever makes something the type of thing that it is. Quiddity can also refer to a small and usually trivial complaint or criticism. So when you guys call in criticism, sometimes I'm just saying, hey, that's just a quiddity. Then you'll know what I'm talking about. Or a quirk or eccentricity, okay, in someone's behavior. I mean, if you take your paycheck every weekend, and I ain't got anything against gambling, it's your money, do what you want to do it. But if you take your paycheck and go to the gambling place every weekend, and then come to me, tell me you want to borrow a couple of dollars, I'm sorry, we ain't going there. We're not going to do that. That's a quiddity. Okay, stop doing stupid things. Okay, I'm just saying, you know, gambling is good stuff if you got plenty of money to waste. I'm all for it. I think, hey, your money, do what you please, but don't be coming asking me for nothing when you give all yours away to the 1 hour bandit. I ain't mad at you, but we ain't going there. Okay. Anyway, so quiddity again refers to the essence of a thing. That is, whatever makes something the type of thing that it is. Like a Corvette. Okay, a car is a car. That's true. But a Corvette is sound like it's a different kind of car. You know, such as a Tesla or something like that. They're special because they have special properties. I'm just saying, it is the properties of a thing that makes it what it is. Okay, I'm just telling. All right then. Anyway, the lesson of life today. Now, this is an interesting. You know, you can't spend your whole life being closed-minded. Not your whole life. You just can't spend your whole life being closed-minded because, you know, that doesn't go very well for you. Sometimes you have to open up your mind and absorb the things around you and then revisit the decisions that we make. Yeah, me too. So you can't be totally closed. I mean, and conservatism is too closed-minded sometimes, and liberalism is too open-minded. So there has to be a happy medium someplace. So today's lesson of life, never be afraid to be open-minded because your brain is not going to fall out. Okay? Open your mind. Open the circumference of your thoughts. Bring new people in sometimes. Just check them out first. Don't let them in your inner sanctum. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, don't do that. I just thought I'd let you know. All right. Now, I did forget something this morning, though, and that was today's lesson of our daily bread. And it says, a cheerful heart is good medicine. So remember that as you go along today, because somebody would do something this day, somebody would do something to just tick you off, but don't. Be cheerful. Okay, that's what this part of the year is all about, is be cheerful. I'm still waiting to get some more money, too. I've only raised $70. Come on, help me out here, guys. Help me out. And as a matter of fact, well, I'll get to that later on when we get done. Let me see what else we got to do today. I got some. What happened on this day? Okay, we're going to get to that in a second. A lot of things happened on this day, but we're only going to tell you about some of them. Nobody can tell you about everything that happened. Okay, it is November the 20th. It is the 324th day of this year. It was on this day in 1985 the first version of Microsoft operating system Windows 1.0 was officially released. In 1789, New Jersey became the first state to ratify the Bill of Rights. In 1910, the Mexican Revolution of 1910 had its beginnings under the plan of St. Louis Potosí, issued by Francisco L. Madero, close to it. In 1945, 22 former Nazi officials went on trial before the International War Crimes Tribunal in Nuremberg, Germany. Almost a year later, the International Military Tribunal sentenced 12 of the defendants to death. 7 received prison sentences ranging from 10 years to life, and 3 were acquitted. But you didn't know that, did you? And one of the justices on that tribunal, Justice Jackson, he said something. He said, and I never forget this, he said, even though all the Nazi people would come up and give all their excuses that they were under orders, they were under law, and Justice Jackson, now I don't know how he ruled in cases in the United States, but he wasn't a justice then. But he said there is now and always will be a higher law. So I always remember that he said that in that Nuremberg trial. Now I got to check out some of his sayings that he did over here. 1966, the musical play Cabaret, set in pre-Nazi Germany, opened on Broadway with Jill Hayworth and Sally Bowles and Joel Grey, the master of ceremony. The year was 1967. The U.S. Census Bureau population clock at the Commerce Department ticked past 200 million. Now we have 330 or more. That don't count the illegal people. 1969, the Nixon administration announced a halt to residential use of the pesticide DDT as part of a total phase-out. A group of American Indian activists began a 19-month occupation of Alcatraz Island in San Francisco. 1975, after nearly 4 decades of Spain's Generalissimo, Francisco Franco died. Yeah, Mexicans got like 3 or 4 last names. I haven't figured that one out yet. 2 weeks before his 83rd birthday at 6:54 in the morning. In 1984, pop star Michael Jackson was inducted into Hollywood's Walk of Fame with the unveiling of his star in front of the horde of screaming fans. In 1998, 46 states embraced the $206 billion settlement with cigar makers over the health cost of treating sick smokers. But for some reason, we don't think that alcohol is doing worse than that. Okay, then. Guess it's just too much money made in alcohol. In the year 2000, lawyers for Al Gore and George W. Bush battled before the Florida Supreme Court over whether or not the presidential election recount should be allowed to continue. Also in 2003, Michael Jackson was booked on suspicion of child molestation in Santa Barbara, California. Jackson was later acquitted at trial. Record producer Phil Spector was charged with murder in the shooting death of actress Lena Clarkson at his home. Spector's first trial ended up in hung jury in 2007, and he was convicted of second-degree murder in 2009 and sentenced to 19 years in prison. Should be getting out right about now. 14 years ago, scientists in Geneva restarted the Large Hadron Collider, the world's largest atom smasher. Now, that's atoms are too far for me to see, so I don't know what one looks like. After a year of repairs, a Chinese national killed 4 people and wounded 9 in a shooting rampage in the Pacific island of Saipan before taking its own life. See, so it's not just happening over here. We just got more of it. Holding back tears, Oprah Winfrey told her audience that she would end her talk show in 2011 after a quarter century on the air. I must admit I did like her show. 9 years ago, spurning furious Republicans, President Barack Obama unveiled expansive executive orders on immigration during televised address that would spare nearly 5 million people who were in the U.S. illegally from deportation and refocus enforcement on efforts of felons, not families. Yeah, listen, that's a nice saying. Felons, I'm with you. MLB Commissioner Bud Selig announced that baseball owners had unanimously approved a 5-year term for his successor, Rob Manfred. And it was 5 years ago, President Donald Trump declared that he would not further punish Saudi Arabia for the murder of U.S.-based columnist Jamal Khashoggi, dismissing reports of the U.S. intelligence agency that Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman must have at least known about the plot to kill the writer. Trump said a judge who had ruled against his bid to deny asylum to migrants who entered the country illegal was an Obama judge, which probably was, and in the appeals court, he said that he was biased against them, and they are. They don't like Trump. They just. I mean, they just. You know, I don't think I've ever seen a group of people so crazy. I mean, they just hate the guy. You know. Anyway, what day is it today? Well, it's an interesting day. It is Information Overload Day, International Chef Day. So if you got a chef, right on. Miss America Rose Day. Treat yourself to a bunch of roses. And Miss America Rose Day. National Brandy Fruit Day is what day it is today. National Day of Writing. National Jeff Day. If your name is Jeff, we good. Also, if your name is Lane, we congratulate you too. National Youth Confidence Day. Okay, Revolution Day in Guatemala. I haven't been over there in a while. Sunday School Teacher Appreciation Day. That's for Ed. World CRISPR Day. Ever wondered whether there's a technology that could cure all genetic conditions? Well, I don't think there is. And World Statistics Day. That's for all the guys who are great in math, not me. And the last but not least, it is World Toy Camera Day. That's right. Take a picture. It don't mean anything. All right. We'll be back after these few messages. So don't you guys go no place.
Happening this Monday. Thanksgiving is quickly approaching, and on Thanksgiving Day, the Alabama A&M Marching Maroon and White Band will be in the Big Apple. They're leading the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade in New York this year. And as always, you can catch the parade on WSFA 12 News. That parade starts at 8:30 a.m. Thursday morning. And if you're hitting the road this Thanksgiving, ALDOT is taking steps to make your trip a little smoother. No lanes will be closed Wednesday through Saturday. The Alabama Law Enforcement Agency is reminding officers that law enforcement will be out and about on the holiday. And ahead of the holiday, the CDC just released a new report that shows Alabama is in the top 10 states for flu activity right now. The entire South experiencing a flu surge. Top states for flu, Alabama, Louisiana, Mississippi, and Georgia. And on top of that, flu vaccine rates are down too. I'm Jasmine Williams, and these are your Monday morning headlines.
WLWI-AM is News Radio 1440, also heard on 95.1 HD3 FM in Montgomery, a Cumulus media station.
This is the CBS World News Roundup, presented by Indeed.com.
I'm Deborah Rodriguez. A look back on the life of former First Lady Rosalind Carter, who died yesterday at home in Georgia at the age of 96. UVA political analyst Larry Sabato.
She was an extraordinary person. She was the clear partner, the full partner with President Carter. She was very active in policy.
Former presidents and first ladies are paying tribute. Correspondent Manuel Bojorquez is in Atlanta.
President Biden and First Lady Jill Biden said she did so much to address many of society's greatest needs, and we always felt the hope, warmth, and optimism of Rosalind Carter. Former President George W. Bush and former First Lady Laura Bush called her a woman of dignity and strength.
Rosalind Carter will lie in repose at the Carter Center next week before a funeral a week from Wednesday. There's new fighting around another hospital in northern Gaza. Israel says the operation is aimed at rooting out Hamas and militant infrastructure. A senior Hamas leader tells CBS's Holly Williams the group and Israel are close to a deal on a temporary ceasefire in return for some of the hostages.
You're saying that you would hand over 50 civilian hostages to Israel. They would give you 100 Palestinian prisoners.
All of them, children and women and older.
Headed out for the holidays? Here's CBS's Matt Piper.
Thanksgiving is just days away and the travel rush is on.
It is so busy and I just want to make sure that we have an easy travel.
The number of flights is up 13% according to the FAA in what could be the busiest holiday travel period in nearly 20 years. The average cost of a domestic airline ticket, $681. How much did you pay for your ticket?
$700. It was close to $700.
That is up 5% from last year. The cost of fuel nationwide is down, averaging $3.31 a gallon.
There's rough weather in the forecast from west coast to east and the south in between. Drivers in LA are navigating the 10 freeway for the first time in more than a week. It's reopened after an arson fire. Governor Gavin Newsom.
10,000 labor hours all told
to get us to this point ahead of schedule, 8 days to get this thing open and operational.
Today marks 25 years since the International Space Station was created when a massive component launched from Kazakhstan's Cosmodrome. It won't be around forever, though. Space consultant Bill Harwood.
After the station is retired in 2030, NASA hopes private industry will fill in the gap with commercial space stations that NASA can then use as a paying customer.
S&P futures are down 2. This is CBS News.
You don't need a job platform, you need a hiring partner. Indeed lets you schedule and conduct virtual interviews, all from one place. Start at Indeed.com/credits.
Give the gift that's hard to wrap, but easy to give. Buy them a Steel. Save $30 on the BG56 CE handheld blower. Go to steelusa.com/gift guide. Offer valid for a limited time only at participating dealers while supplies last.
Navage helps you breathe better, sleep deeper, and snore less, but the biggest payoff is improved health. Navage is good personal hygiene and can help you stay healthier. At Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, Target, and online. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E. Clean nose, healthy life.
Hi, I can help whoever's Cooper's overnight shipping company has to deliver the goods.
Ship these gifts to your grandma.
They need a logistics manager to keep the wheels turning.
126 packages going to Toronto, Tuscaloosa, Montreal, and Minneapolis. Oh boy.
Indeed can help them hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. InstaVet instantly connects you with quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed match your sponsored job description. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
Christmas arrives in Washington today.
The White House Christmas tree will arrive in all its splendor by a horse-drawn carriage, where it will be greeted by First Lady Jill Biden. It's an 18.5-foot Fraser fir from Fleetwood, North Carolina. The Grand Champion growers will present the tree at the White House North Portico, and it will stand in the Blue Room of the White House as the centerpiece of the Christmas display. Decorating the tree and the rest of the White House usually involves scores of volunteers who work tirelessly over the course of several days to create the elegance and brilliance of a White House Christmas.
That is CBS's Linda Kenyon. And no tax fraud trial for a pop star in Spain.
Oh, baby, when you talk like that.
Today, Shakira agreed to a deal with the Spanish government after she was charged with failing to pay more than $15 million in taxes. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
Major phone carriers make you sign contracts with rigid data plans to trap you into a kind of forced phonogamy. Sounds pretty insecure, if you ask me. At Consumer Cellular, we believe in a more consensual and healthy form of phonogamy, free of contracts and more flexible to your data needs. This way, you stick around not because we force you to with contracts and fees, but because you love our phone plans. Like ardently love our phone plans. Phonogamously. Consumer Cellular. When freedom calls, we're here to answer. Call us at 1-888-FREEDOM.
Did you know you can get your prescriptions for less at your local pharmacy? You can with GoodRx. It's the free app that can save you money on your medications. Just search for your prescription, choose the pharmacy and the price that works best for you, and then show your GoodRx coupon to your pharmacist at the drop-off counter. GoodRx works at over 70,000 pharmacies, including Walmart, Rite Aid, and Walgreens, and it works whether you have insurance or not. It's easy to save. Next time you drop off your prescription, check GoodRx. To start saving today, go to GoodRx.com. GoodRx is not insurance.
It's Matt Parsley with Budget Car and Truck Sales, Montgomery and Prattville. Your friend in the car business. Stop saying someday, one day, soon. Your someday is here. With Budget Car Sales Black Friday, yes-a-thon, your someday is today. Because Budget has banks and credit unions that want to say yes. Yes. That's a yes to low down payments starting at just $7 down. That's a yes to no payments up to 6 months. Still making payments on that rusted, busted old car? Get a nicer, newer car with lower payments. I'm not someday, one daying around this week. Let's get it done. So pick a nicer, newer car with low down payments. Banks that want to say yes. That's a yes. At Budget, we work harder to help you drive a nicer, newer car you'll love every day. Make your someday today with a like new car, truck, van, or SUV you deserve. Get to Budget Car Sales in Montgomery at 61 Mendel Parkway, just off Atlanta Highway, next to Fraser Church, or in Prattville, 508 McQueen Smith Road, across from Walmart, next to Aldi's. Shop online, 24/7, buybudgetonline.com. That's buybudgetonline.com.
He's smart, witty, and fast on the draw. It's Mark Levin this afternoon at 5 p.m. on News Radio 1440.
And good morning to you. First of all, let us have a serious conversation on about an issue that is plaguing America, and it is about fentanyl. Now, did you know that more than 1,400 Alabamians died in 2021 from drug overdoses? It's time to have a conversation about the substance abuse issue. Hope is real, recovery is also real. So if you have a family member or a friend that is suffering from substance abuse disorder, please call Council on Substance Abuse or go to COSA now. 334-262-1629 or COSA ncadd.org. Let's get help today. Call COSA again, 334-262-1629. Get the help you need right now. Anyway, good morning to all of you this morning. A lot of things talked about, some things talked about. Again, don't forget, it's Helping Hands time again. And if you do need if you want to give, but you want to write it off, we do have a 401, what do you call that thing? What is that tax thing? 501c3. We do have one, so you can write the money off. Also, want to thank all those people who've given to the homeless place over there on. I think they're still on Fairview Avenue. What's the name of that place? A friend. And hold, somebody sent it to me a few minutes because I meant to bring it up last week. Okay, let me see where it's at here. Because they could use some help too. Okay, so let me see. What is the name of that place? See. Friendship Mission. That's what it is over there. So thanks folks who are coming out for those guys. Now, if you want to give to us, all you have to do, you can send a check or bring a check up into the radio station at 1 Commerce Street, which we're located right in the Service First Bank building, or you can go to Service First Bank and you can deposit money into our account, either YLC, which is tax deductible account, or the YLC, yeah, because that's what we're collecting the money for. That organization is collecting the money this year for the to be dispersed to families who just having a tough time, and a lot of folks having a tough time. Our motto is we can't help everybody, but we can help somebody, and maybe that somebody would be somebody you know. Okay, so make a check out to Helping Hands. You can come to Service First Bank and you just put the money in there, or ask for Helping Hand or YLC, either or. YLC though is the 501c3, which means you can write the money off as a tax deduction. Okay, but we really are trying. I know it's tough on everybody. Listen, I know everybody. Okay, but we all can afford, even poor as I am, we all can afford $5 or $10. Okay, we can afford that. Or you can go to my Facebook page, and there's a way to give on Kevin Elkins. There's a way to give online. Okay, we got a GoFundMe set up. Okay, we're not asking you how much to give. We just ask you just to give something. We just want you to give a little bit here. Okay, and every year it helps somebody. We help somebody. So if you guys would, because so far I collected $70, which we're not complaining. That's more than I had to begin with. But our goal is 20,000, or close to it, if we can get it this year, to help a lot of people. So, and I don't have I got to the 20th of December to get this done. So help me out, help us out, because I hate to lose my job every year. My job is in jeopardy because I said I can't come back if I don't get this done. Because that means I have lost whatever influence that I have on people. And I just said, well, it may be time to go, call it a day. Yeah. So y'all help me can you help me keep my job here? Okay, because I don't want to feel like a loser. And if I don't get most of this money, I'm gonna feel like a loser. Let's take a break. We'll be back, and I do have a call coming up in a little bit here. As you know, Shelby Wilson died last week, but her daughter's going to talk to for a couple of minutes about some of the things she was involved in. She was an integral part of our community, and they're going to have what do you call that? The wake or something tonight or something like that. Anyway, she's going to give us a few minutes to tell us about the life and times of Miss Shelby Wilson and her husband William. I like him too. We'll be back.
SFA First Alert Weather Forecast on News Radio 1440.
Sponsored by Blindster.com.
Hi, I'm Kyle at Blindster.com.
Want to save big on custom faux wood blinds, shutters, cellular shades, and more? Shop Blindster today and save up to 50% over comparable blinds from brick and mortar stores. Get custom blinds at low prices and free shipping at blindster.com.
Josh Johnson here. Monday looks like a good day. A mix of sun and clouds, a few isolated pockets of rain. 73 is the afternoon high. Then tonight into tomorrow, a line of strong storms pushes across the state. 70 the high on Tuesday with rain and storms likely. Those will end late Tuesday. Then we're dry and sharply colder. Highs on Wednesday and into Thanksgiving Day, only in the upper 50s with lows in the low 40s. That's your first alert forecast. I'm WSFA Chief Meteorologist Josh Johnson on News Radio 1440.
Montgomery Skywatch traffic brought to you by Sons Automotive, family owned, family driven on News Radio 1440.
Good morning, Montgomery. Still got trouble on 85 southbound just past Union Street. On the right side, the right lane is blocked due to an accident. They're still on the scene there at last check, so be advised. 85 southbound just past South Union at the South Court overpass. You see something else giving you trouble with traffic safely, contact us. We'll pass that info along. Appreciate your help. You can get your MBA from Faulkner University. Do it 100% online in just 1 year. Don't be passed over for promotions. Choose excellence. Choose Faulkner University. Apply now at faulkner.edu. Buckle up. It's the law. For Montgomery Skywatch traffic, this is Major Delay.
The internet is vast and unending, but you don't have to go that far to hear your favorite talk show hosts. Search, stop, and listen at newsradio1440.com.
Paid for by Christian Care Ministry.
So right now may be the perfect time for you to rethink how you pay for health care. And here's why. Not only is it open enrollment for a lot of people, it's also a time you can join MediShare and save even more than usual. For many families, switching to MediShare saves about $500 a month, which is a game changer for a lot of people. But what's more, they like it. MediShare has double the member satisfaction rate compared to health insurance. Double. MediShare is a proven thing, too. For over 30 years, it's a Christian community of more than 400,000 members. And here's the thing, too. If you join before November 30th and you mention the promo code SHARE, you'll get another $150 savings. So I'll give you the number here in a second, but just call. You'll get a price within 2 minutes. And again, the deadline's November 30th. So call now and you'll save even more. Here's the number, 855-51-BIBLE. That's 855-51-BIBLE, 855-51-BIBLE.
The older your furnace gets, the likelier it is for carbon monoxide to leak into your home. It is of the utmost importance to have your furnace checked annually if it's over 10 years old. Bill Bradley Services technicians are equipped with top-of-the-line CO detectors that will guarantee no carbon monoxide is seeping into your home. They will also check each aspect of your furnace to ensure it's operating at max efficiency, which will save you money down the road. Only $74.95 for guaranteed peace of mind. Country number 8449.
The annoying runny nose, the constant sneezing, the itchiness, and battle just to catch your breath. If you suffer from seasonal allergies, sinusitis, or nagging sinus congestion, there's a natural, easy-to-use solution that can help provide fast, drug-free relief. It's called Navage, and it uses powered suction to rinse your nasal passages in seconds. Millions of people use Navage daily to help provide relief from seasonal allergies and sinus congestion. Medications treat the symptoms, but Navage treats the problem at the source, flushing out the allergens and pollen trapped in your nose. Navage also helps wash out airborne bacteria, dust, dirt, and viruses quickly and painlessly, so you can get back to breathing clearly again. Say goodbye to sinus suffering and hello to better breathing with Navage. Navage is available at Walmart, Walgreens, Target, CVS, Rite Aid, and online at Navage.com. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E. Clean nose, healthy life.
The Jordan B. Peterson podcast with his very special two-part guest, Joe Rogan.
Oftentimes the last hour of a 3-hour podcast is the best hour.
Yeah, well, that intuition was certainly right and revolutionary.
Part of my revolutionary idea is just me being stubborn.
The Jordan B. Peterson podcast and special guest, Joe Rogan. Download it free and easy at Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts from the Westwood One Podcast Network. Don't miss Sean Hannity. Biden incoherently adheres live this afternoon at 2 p.m. on News Radio 1440.
And we are back. Okay, on the phone with us someplace in from someplace in Alabama or Montgomery or somewhere. I believe he's on the phone. Let me make sure I get this thing right here. Okay. Bree Wilson is on the phone with us, and her mother, of course, is Shelby Wilson, who was an integral part, a deeply involved integral part of the city of Montgomery for years. I know she got involved with the Trump Center and a lot of things way before I got here. I didn't know anything of it, but she was a supporter of this show and some others, I think. But she listened to me, and she also allowed me to take experiment on her computer when I needed some work back in the day, and I appreciate that. Good morning. I am doing fine. Tell me a little bit about your mom and what the festivities are, and I'll give you the floor. So I know, and the only thing I really know is about the Crump Center because she used to try to get me to come over after like the old people, and now I'm one of them people. So how did that come about? And in terms of the other thing, other projects she was involved in Montgomery. Hmm. Now she's not from Montgomery, right? She's from okay, okay. Hmm. 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 And your dad, of course, we can't leave him out of this conversation. He's he seemed like a really good obedient husband. Most of the time, most of the time I saw him it was yes, ma'am, and stuff like that. And she had him under control. But where's he from? Oh, right up the road. Somebody actually from there. A PK. Uh-huh. Preacher's kid. Yeah. Mhm. Mm. Well, she put up with some of my conversation, So you know where I lean. Listen, so give me the festivities that are going on, the celebration of her life. Where is that going to be, and when is it going to be, and things of that nature. Okay, yeah, not. I mean, you can miss Verbena going down the highway. I'm just saying, I've missed it a couple of times, but yeah. Well, coming up, it was always you knew that if you tried to get a girl to go out with you, her address was second barn on the left. Yeah, you probably didn't want to go out there. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, yes, it is. What do you think your mom's legacy will be for the city of Montgomery and for the people she's known? Mm-hmm. Now let's not forget about our partner over there. I don't want him to slide off from under this thing. It takes a team. Your dad, how long were they married? Like almost as long as I've been alive. Wow, that's that sounds good. I was talking to your dad a couple of days ago, and he said that he still feels as though he was on his honeymoon, and that's a special. Yeah, that is a. Mm. Mm. That's a long time. Yeah, that is a long time. Um, right. And I couldn't tell it. I mean, I didn't know your mom was as old as she was, or your dad either. I mean, yeah. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Give us a place which, yeah. Give me the place where she is going, where the wake is tonight. That's going to be in Clanton, though. Now, do you want to give your number just in case somebody don't have a pencil and paper or you call you, or you want to put that on the air? All right. Yeah. Okay. And let's call her name one more time so folks know, remember. I can pronounce Shelby Jean. Now, that's a southern name that I've never heard. You know, somebody once said that it's one of the worst things you could do is live to be 70, 80 years old and nobody knows you're here. So if you're going to live out loud and let people miss you when you're gone, you know, and people certainly do miss because you were involved here and involved there. And don't leave anything undone. Do it all. Mhm. Great. Okay. Well, thanks a lot. And listen, I know it's going to be a tough day for you, but you know, we with you. You have our virtual shoulders to lean on. And tell your dad I said that. You know, thanks a lot. Yes, ma'am. Bye-bye.
Solar weather forecast on News Radio 1440.
Sponsored by Blindster.com.
Montgomery's Skybox Traffic brought to you by Sons Automotive, family owned, family driven on News Radio 1440.
Montgomery, your friend in the car business, stop saying someday, one day soon, your someday is here. You got confidence, right? Yes, 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 your someday is today. Because budget has been inconvenient for one for yes, 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 no down payment, $27 down. That's a yes, 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 yes. With no payment for 6 months. You'll make your payments on that rusty old car. You didn't write the new car. No, okay. We're not someday, one day around this week. Let's get it done. Pick a nice renewal car with low down payment. And if want to say yes, that's a yes, yes, yes. And budget, we work harder to help you drive a nice renewal car you love every day. Make your Sunday today. With a little small truck van or SUV, you just know. Get the budget car sales in Montgomery. That's 61 Mendel Parkway truck off. Aldi. 24/7. 500 on.
Paid for by Christian Ministry.
So right now, maybe the perfect time for you to rethink how you pay for healthcare. Here's why. Not only is it open enrollment for other people, that's the time you can join Medishare and save even more than usual. For many families switching to Medishare saves about $500 a month, which is a game changer for many people. So what's more, they like it. Medishare has doubled the member satisfaction rate compared to health insurance. Medishare has proven things for over 30 years as a Christian community of more than 400,000 members. And here's the thing, too. If you join before November 30th, and you mention the promo code SHARE, you'll get another $150 savings. So I'll get to it here in a second, but just call. You'll get a price within 2 minutes. You give the deadline for November 30th. So call now and you'll save even more. Here's the number. 855-51-50. That's 855-51-50. 855-51-50.
This is Mouthpiece.
We experience a lot of different things. We experience a lot of it in the world. And I think that we want to use each other's lives. Together, we have such a powerful
Super Bowl champion and self-described Methodist Michael Bennett and his wife Dana. My listeners, get to their show listen and subscribe to Mouthpiece. From the
Today, kids from the American Academy of Pediatrics. Bedtime is a special time of day, a moment to connect with your child before going to sleep. After you have brushed your teeth, read a book to them, or talk a little about your day, and of course, tell her you love her. Having a routine every night helps your child structure her day, feel safe, and develop good sleep. Relationships matter. Talk to your pediatrician and visit healthychildren.org.
Yes, we listen here. We play 60 United Way in the NFL. It's at least 60 minutes a day. Get involved at unitedway.org/play60. You guys can do everything. Brought to you by United Way and the Agile.
Telling it like it really is. It's the Dan Bongino Show, weekdays from 11 to 2 on News Radio 1440.
And good morning, everybody. Hope that they find you well. I had to have that conversation. There are some people in our communities that just give all they have and never really get much recognition for it. But then there are those who don't want it. Just go about their business, trying to make a difference. Hopefully, we'll all get some of that one of these days. 7:36 in the morning. Let's go back to the phone, see who's there. Good morning. You in there? Yes. You're doing fine. Listen, I have what I have, and I've had it for a long time. Oh, really? Oh, really? Wait a minute, wait a minute. Wait a minute, wait a minute. I don't have one? Listen, I don't, I suffer, I've had it since 2002. I don't normally, I don't normally suffer fools, but you make an exception this morning the see the idiot that you are. So if you don't know what you're talking about, y'all just shut up sometimes. You know? Anyway, I got the EIN number and all that stuff. Anyway, what you said, I got it all. I had it a long time ago. I just never used it. I used to give it a computer. The computer helped me out with the computer things. Good morning, you on air? Yes, I'm doing fine. It's your time. Well, at this point, I don't really care. I'm going to let you have your time and what you want to say. It's not God I'm talking about. I'm talking about Ed. I let you I give you your piece, so you just say what you got to say. And if I wanted to say it, I would say that without you urging me to. Mm-hmm. 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 All right, there, Ed. I appreciate it. Appreciate it. Let me give you a chance to say your piece. 860-1440. You know, that one there. It's not even going to remind me of Monteal sometimes. Thank you. Thank you know what I'm talking about. You know, he's trying to be the biggest fooler. You can't come on the radio and say you got a 501c3 and don't have one. Woo! Anyway, I tell you, that's like that kind of like being fraud, really. Yeah, well, I think we do have one. I've had it since 2002. I just never really used it for anything. But since I still have it, I'm not going to give people an opportunity to give, and the giving won't be in vain. Yeah, I'm good. We're good. What? Oh, God, some people don't want to do nothing and don't want to help you do nothing. You know, it reminds me of the guy who gets on the car when it's headed downhill. Okay, don't want to help push it up, but boy, he'll sure get on that sucker and ride to the bottom. Anyway, 860-1440 is the number here. We do have. I'm not going to put it online, but anybody wants to give, you get what's called a you'll get what's called a what's that? In-kind donation, I think, letter. You got the EIN number and all that stuff on it, so you can you can whatever that is, tax deductible thing that you goes to do. So we get that, yeah, we good. I get it. Anybody who wants to see it, that idiot that calls me every morning, I wouldn't show him toilet paper. So anybody wants to see it, feel free. If you want to give a substantial substantial amount of money to help our helping hands thing. You can write it off. Okay? Yeah, I'm my 501c3. Okay, I just don't run down to the city council every month trying to beg for money. We do this once a year, and it's the only time I beg for money. This time of year. Okay, so, and that money doesn't go to me, it goes to helping folks out. And that's something that ain't never gave me a dime. I don't know who's so worried about it. Now, let's talk about other issues that was made in the newspaper yesterday, or this morning, or something like that. In Alabama, school district one principal learned that a little boy kept leaving school early. He would show up on time, however, stay in class for a few hours, and then, for one given reason or another, he would check out and leave in the middle of the day. I didn't happen just once or twice. It happened often enough to impact the boys' learning. So, why are our kids leaving school? Why is there an absenteeism issue in Montgomery Public Schools? We do have, I think, Rondé Mitchell's actually on that, what do you call that thing he does? Truant or something. I know Tracy Larson was doing that, I think, at one point in time. Why is it? I don't know. You can't make people stay in school. I guess if they don't want to be there, they don't want to be there. But I mean, school was my safe place when I was coming up. You know, I mean, I may not want to be at home, but I certainly was going to school. First of all, lunch was pretty. So I got little lunch there things on there, and it was warm. It was warm in the winter and cool in the summer. Yeah, we did have air conditioning back in South Bend. We had air conditioning in our high school. So I mean, here in the South, we still got schools without air conditioning. I haven't figured that one out yet. But why do we have that going on? I mean, a lot of kids evidently are not making it to school, and so they didn't have more of that. They realized it was because his shoes were too small, and his feet were hurting walking around to all the classes all day long. Okay, shoes, right? Good morning on there. Pretty good. Well, I don't know. I mean, well, but you can say that. But you can say that about church. You know, you get something out of it. Okay. Well, I mean, again, now I will tell you this much: if through a 12-year period of school, you only spend you were gone 36. You were gone for 3 years out of the 12 years that you're actually there. If you comprise all the time that you take off for summer vacation and stuff like that, you actually missing about 3 years. Now I would agree. Listen, we could actually finish school in 9 years or earlier if we really wanted, wanted to do it. We could, but somehow, yeah. But listen, some people need that. Okay, let's say you do your whole 12 years in school on the Chromebook. Okay, well, what the hell are you gonna do when you finally got to go to work and meet these people that you've never known, you never talked to anybody else, you never had to deal with diverse situations? Now, I think the socialization that people get from public school enhances their life. When you're sitting at home in a room by yourself, that sucks. Really? Online? Nah. And listen, everybody's got their idea of what social. But no, I think they need the full effect of getting to meet people, learning how to deal with people. My son been wanting to go to virtual school. I said, no, you need that interaction with other people. You need to know how to make friends. You need to know how to get along with people that you don't really like or who don't really like you. You need to understand what life teaches us sometimes by feeding other people. No, I don't want to do from 1 to the 12th grade um, uh, in my room. Okay, we don't want to do that. Okay. Anyway, um, now I do understand if somebody walks around school and they feet hurt all day long. Which is, I will tell you something. What does that say about the relationship between child and school though? Shouldn't, I mean, if you have something like, why don't you go to your counselor or somebody and say, hey, I can't really do that. And maybe they don't think that way. I don't know. But I am sure that somebody would have bought that child a pair of shoes. And sometimes people just can't afford it. Eight of us going to school. Eight of us. Mine was hand me down avenue. I got my big brother's stuff, and my brother got my stuff, and so we just pass it down. We look like twins every year in school, except with different faces in it. Things happen in school, but somehow, and I will say this much: it does seem like to me that people with bigger families, I mean, 6, 7, 8 kids, always seem to make it some kind of way. They make it some kind of way. And when we see people with 2 or 3 kids having a tough time, I don't know why that is. Um, you certainly have more things at your disposal today than we had when I was coming up in the 1960s and 70s. We certainly have more programs, quote unquote, for people to do things. I think just about every teacher is almost a social worker to a certain extent in public schools. So are we teaching these kids to ask, to ask teachers for help or somebody for help? I don't know. But it is, and maybe they just don't, maybe some of them are embarrassed. I was sort of embarrassed coming to always poor and always post, thank God for free lunch and food stamps. Because it wasn't for that thing. That's why I ain't had it right with food stamps. Now I wish I'd had that card. I wish I'd had that little food stamp card because that way. Now, but when I was coming, you had the stamp book, right? So you got the brochure or whatever you call that person. The cashier would sit there and peel the dollars out the book. And everybody knows you paying food stamps. Now you put your little card in the thing, and it's like, hey, this is like a American Express card. So it's not so embarrassing now to do what it was when you come in. Everybody knew who that food stamp. And then, and the free lunch people, the truly poor like we were, the free lunch people, everybody knew who the free lunch people were. Oh man, those were tough days back in the day. But I forget, somehow we made it. We made it through. It wasn't a big deal. And I think kids today sometimes have it a little bit too easy. Okay. Now, recent years have shown that Montgomery Public Schools, most high achieving schools, aren't immune from the impact of chronic absenteeism. Every single MPS high school saw an increase in chronic absenteeism from 2018 to 2021. Last rate went from 1.75 to 8.4. BTW Magnet High School jumped from 0.98 to 11.2. And Blue Tech went from 1.48 to 10.2 people being active. Wow. Still, though, the traditional high schools face absenteeism in greater numbers. In 2 of them, nearly half the student body is chronically absent, and in 1, it's more than half. Well, and I will tell you, it's the thing that I've been telling people for years about school. There's no discipline. There's no discipline at home. There's no consequence for the most part in school. There's some people now. Okay, now school. I want you to understand this. There's some people who just can't handle the atmosphere. And that may be it. I mean, it's just some people can't handle the atmosphere. Whether it's a bullying atmosphere or an atmosphere of chaos and disorder, whatever. If it was up to our son, he would not be in school today. He wouldn't be. He can't handle the atmosphere in the classroom. But I make him go. Well, learn something from this. Learn something from it. Learn what you don't want to be like. But I'm blaming the schools. I'm blaming teachers who evidently don't have control of their class. And I don't know, and it's difficult. I understand because if you say something to somebody's kid, you got Shamika showing up, or Leroy, or Bubba, or showing up at the school, and you just don't want to put up with it. I got it. But sooner or later, somebody's got to sacrifice for those kids. Somebody's got to sacrifice for them. But I really don't believe that virtual school is the answer to our problem. As a matter of fact, it is going to create what I think is a more severe problem because you don't know the people. When you go put in an application for a job, you get to work, you get to meet all kinds of people. But if you do everything online, and then the first time you meet these people is during a dire emergency or something like that, you don't know who they are. You don't know who these people you work with. I mean, right now you could be working with somebody on the phone. You could be working with somebody in Asia right now, and you don't know. You don't really care. You don't have to see them. But what happens in a local atmosphere, in the local area, when you are called upon for whatever emergency that may come up or whatever logistical issue that comes up, you have to be able to work with people. And it would be nice to know some of the people that you're working with. Okay? Personalities will conflict, and it's better to have it early than to have it late. Okay? 860-1440 is that number here. So why don't some of you folks think that so many people not coming to school? Harvard High School jumped from 18.8%, 18.18% to 34.58%. Illinois High School is in the process of merging with Carver. It went up from 25.65% of people missing to 50.48%. Formerly known as Jefferson Davis High School, they hopped from 23.93% to 41.71%. And Percy Julian, Percy Julian, which used to be lead, went from 25% of his kids in absence to 43.61%. And I think I know a little bit about that one. So why is it do we not have discipline in our schools? Yeah. How about the doors open? Well, you can't lock all the doors this way sometimes. But you can't put an alarm on the door, So I mean, just think about that. Think about that for a second. You have almost 50% in your folks in Lee High School. Okay, Lee School, not coming. Why is that? And you guys tell me. Here's what I said. I said you start putting out a bunch of kids in school that raise all that hell in school and all that havoc, it'll go up even though you may lose a couple. Because some of these kids, like my son, you don't want to deal with that. You go to school to learn. You don't want to deal with incredulous, oxymoronic kids. You don't want to deal with the behavioral issue. I'd say put the bad out and leave the good. And unfortunately, you may not can help some. You may not can help some of these kids, but we, because of money issue, we diminish the educational process for good kids by bringing in kids who don't want to be there, or some of those schools with all these PhDs you have that tell us about all your doctorate degrees that you have, and you can't handle the minimum mentality of kids in school. Obviously not. So you're willing to allow kids to come to school to disrupt the learning process. Yeah, seriously, if I wasn't here to say it or something happening, he probably would be a smart kid. He doesn't like the environment. And I've been complaining about the environment in public schools for years. Okay, it's not enough just to tell me to come to school. You must have an atmosphere that must be conducive to learning. Okay, and if that, I mean, look at 43.6% of the kids who are missing school at least. Okay, and it's up from 25% in 8 months. Well, it seems like to me, if you take that 10% of kids out of there that's raising all the hell and making the classroom unfavorably bad, it would seem like to me we would solve our two problems. We would solve the absenteeism problem, and we would solve the discourse or the atmospheric issues in public schools. And then you'll probably see. I know Melvin down there. They got more brains than I got. I know they see this, but to them, they want your number on the roll so they can get money. Okay. Even if that means you just lump the whole learning environment for everybody that's there. So I've come up with the issue how to fix it. Okay. Yeah. And when we can't put them out of school, hell, they're not coming to school now. So put them out. Anyway, that's my take on the absenteeism problem in public schools. Get your discipline, put the bad apples out, and let's go to work. Let's do that.
News Radio 1440. News Radio 1440 is WLWIFM and on the hour, by Indeed.com.
I'm Deborah Rodriguez. We begin in Gaza, where Israel says its newly released video proves Hamas is using the largest hospital there as a command center. Footage shows what the IDF says is a tunnel underneath the hospital with a door. Some of the youngest patients have been transported out. Correspondent Lydia Luciano reports from Tel Aviv.
Families into small incubators, newborns and preterm babies, and the thousands evacuated from Gaza City's Shifa hospital were transported to southern Gaza on Sunday. One sick said 8 babies did not survive desperate conditions. The babies who survived have now been moved across the border from Gaza into Egypt for treatment.
Here in Washington, D.C. is scheduled to begin hearing arguments in half an hour on whether to reinstate a gag order against President Trump in his federal election interference case. CBS News analyst Lane Rosenbaum.
While the planning to Trump is the former president who is running for the presidency, this gag order is pretty broad, and Trump believes that the various criminal cases brought against him are campaign issues that the public has a right to hear about.
One look at the testimony talks to former First Lady Rosalynn Carter when she lives in repose at the Senator Center in Atlanta next week. Correspondent Randall Cortez reports.
Jim Carter said, "My mother was a working humanitarian in her own right. Her active service and compassion is an example for all Americans."
Defense Secretary Costa made a surprise-stopping speech today when he spoke to U.S. Embassy staff and reiterated U.S. support for Ukraine in the war with Russia.
On your work, next time I went to the other 50 countries that are working for this, that we can move the needle forward and help Ukraine do what it wants to do, and that is regaining sovereign territory.
In Buenos Aires, supporters of President-elect Javier Milei celebrating the politician who's been compared to Donald Trump. CBS's Ed O'Keefe.
Milei wrote to power on a wave of popular discontent over a stagnating economy with a 40% poverty rate.
and inflation nearing 150%. This woman says she supports Milei because she's looking for change in Argentina. Country, she says, has been suffering from years with decades.
Chaos in the tech world when a company that brought us the AI program ChatGPT fired CEO Sam Altman last night and replaced him with Twitch boss Emmett Shear. Hours later, Altman has been snapped up by Microsoft, OpenAI's biggest investor. This is CBS News.
Make the hiring process work for you with Indeed's end-to-end hiring solution. You can attract, interview, and hire candidates all from one place. Start Indeed.com/credits.
Stop go to your website. Oh, U.S. Pharmacy has some exciting news. If you've been wanting to try Viagra or Cialis, now is the perfect time. Call today and receive 50 little blue or yellow pills. Only $120 with free shipping. Why order some low-dose benefit from one of those subscription services? Well, we can give you what you want now. Call 1-800-990-6271 and we'll rush your order. Just pre-packaged to your door. Been thinking about trying Viagra or Cialis? Call U.S. Pharmacy at 1-800-990-6271 or as little as $120 for 50 pills. Need your package in a hurry? Call 1-800-990-6271 and ask about our express shipping option, and we will rush your order to you as soon as possible. Save money on the little blue or yellow pill you've been wanting to try. Again, 1-800-990-6271 now. That's 1-800-990-6271.
It's not so easy finding help for school-aged kids post-pandemic.
Only about 10% of students are receiving high-dosage tutoring multiple days a week, says the Department of Education.
High-dosage tutors are expected to spend at least 90 minutes a week in at least 2 and ideally 3 sessions per week.
DP Tutoring and Mentoring Initiative Town College says millions of volunteers are needed to counter pandemic academic losses and a teacher shortage.
Asking volunteers are 1 to 2 hours a week, a huge struggle to find folks to do that.
CBS News.
Hats were a fashion statement back in Napoleon's day. Oh, cool stuff. He wasn't trying, but another one of the French Emperor's chapeaux was just sold for $2.1 million at auction in France by an unidentified buyer. Beaver Bighorn, or back in the day, Deborah Rodriguez, CBS.
Let's get it done.
Yogi Moore. Much like the best grocery store in every region. In May, solid wood furniture.
And welcome back, everybody. First of all, let me tell you a little bit about penny earned concrete and technology. Now, they are the transformers. They do stamped and patterned concrete on foundations for commercial manufacturing. They also do driveways and commercial parking lots. Did you know that Penny Earned also has the equipment for cleaning lots for construction? It can also clear and rid land of shrubs and underbrush, cut roads, clear fence lines, clear ponds and dams. Anywhere land is overgrown, Penny Earned concrete and technologies can handle the job. The mulchers can grind underbrush into shreds and return it back to nature to compost. They're minimally, that means hardly you won't even notice them there, invasive. To clear and clean your property, call Penny Earned Concrete and Technology today at 4-284-9292. That's 334-284-9292. And you can also check them out on Facebook at Transformers. Transforming your overgrown property into manageable and productive one with Penny Earned Concrete and Technology. They do a lot more than just concrete. Okay. Good morning to everybody. Hope this day finds you well. Our numbers are 860-1440. We were just talking about the article that showed up in the Montgomery Advertiser over the weekend, and about all the absenteeism. Now, all of these schools, I would imagine, have a little bit of a problem, but our traditional schools have a worse problem. And somebody needs to figure that one out real quick. I think I've already figured it out. I've already figured it out. It doesn't take a PhD in school to figure this out. And one more thing, and I'm gonna let this go and move on to something else. The rise in chronic absenteeism since the last pre-COVID school year is not any way unique to Montgomery. It's a nationwide issue, and schools everywhere are working to address it. In fact, in a 2023 study from the Associated Press and Stanford University found that Alabama is tied with New Jersey for the state with the lowest amount of chronic absenteeism growth in the country, meaning that the numbers still went up, but not as much as they did everywhere else. Anyway, so that is as a state, Alabama's chronic absenteeism is 18%, meaning Montgomery's rate of 25.82% is higher than the average. Okay? Hey, that's very much. The philosophy of leadership permeates where we live. It does. The philosophy of leadership permeates where we live. If we had a philosophy, in which we do, I know the mayor believes in education. I know most people who are in high position in the city have been well educated. But for some reason, the things that they did to get where they are, they think everybody else shouldn't have to do it. And it's about excellence. It's about being the best. It's like Whitney said, if your best can be better, then why not give them that? You know what I'm saying? Previously, in many instances today, districts use intervention methods to address the needs of students who are chronically absent. If it doesn't work, threat of fines and potential jail time for truancy looming or the guardian says they don't care. And that's like sometimes going to jail be better where you live. While absenteeism measures both excused and unexcused absences, typically measures are only while absenteeism measures both excused and unexcused, truancy measures only unexcused. The punitive measures aren't working. Of course, they're not going to work. People would rather keep your kids at home or something like that, and sometimes come to school and put it in the Bravo Sierra. I mean, that's the way it is. And I don't know why the people who work in these schools don't know that. That's okay, because I'm intimately involved with it. I know. Really, 860-1414, I'm going to tell them, I'm going to tell them. 814 in the morning, come on, who's this? Hello. Good morning on there. Okay. Sunday school, not the answer, my friend. Sunday school is not the answer. We got hellions in Sunday school too. Sunday school is not the answer. Okay. Going to church is partly the answer, but only if you believe what the singing in there for. Anyway, now here's one thing. Nearly half of all MPS third graders read below their grade level. And if this lesson, if this new law goes into effect, then we back in third grade. Good morning, who's this? All right then. Anyway, so Church's answer, but don't make it seem like it's but it is so. But we don't have the political will to do what needs to be done in our school. Doesn't take a PhD to see what's going on. I've been dealing with this now for how many years? Once a year. Nearly half of MPS third graders read below their grade level. Now, they could be held back. So they got these new academy, I guess, coming to Carroll High School in 2024. It's called ninth grade academy coming. So hopefully there'll be some good out of it. What are the solutions? According to this article, numerous initiatives, all these initiatives don't mean that, are in action throughout the state and working to educate parents. Parents don't need education on putting their kids in school. They've been to school. Everybody's been a student in school. They don't need to be educated on it. Stop making excuses for them. They don't need to be educated. They need to be, their behavior must be modified. Okay? They're going to make it enough. Parents need to be educated because they're trying to go to school. I'm sorry. They know that. Everybody in this country has had an opportunity to go to school. Agree. Okay? Numerous initiatives are in action throughout the state that are working to educate parents and students about the really negative implications of being practically absent. They already know. Other groups make efforts to address the individual causes of each student's absences. Okay? Like the little boy whose shoes didn't fit. The program helped them called Helping Families Initiative, HFI. It began 20 years ago. 20 years ago. With the Youth Intervention Initiative, the District Attorney's Office, and the 13th Judicial Circuit Court. I think that's a good thing. How it works is that an HFI caseworker is performing in-depth family assessment. Well, you got some really families now that are all screwed up. Yeah, their casework is going to be kind of tough. So anyway, it's not that it's just not that difficult to figure this out. Okay? You got a few kids in school that make the atmosphere toxic in the classroom. And some kids say, I'd rather just stay home. My son would rather stay home than go to his classroom most days. Okay? I make him go. I said, these are the things you have to deal with in real life. You got to deal with idiots. You have to deal with people who have no decorum. You have to deal with people who are not very bright. And if they are very bright, maybe they got issues. I don't know, but that's not his job to worry about their issues. His job to worry about his own issues. So yeah, I'm just saying this does not take a rocket scientist to know what to do. But they act like it does, but it doesn't. Anyway, moving on to something else. Rosalind Carter, the first lady who championed mental health, died at 86 years old. And Rosalind Carter, I used to live in Georgia around that time. I lived in Georgia from 1974 to 76. I think Carter was president. My driver, I said driver license said that. So that's good. Anyway, so dies at 96. She championed, and we kind of like need her now. She championed mental health. She died. again at 96. He'll lay in state the next few days in Washington, D.C. Now, here's something I want to know. Okay, does anybody know where I can get a really good recipe for dressing? Southern dressing. Okay, not stuffing, but dressing. Does anybody? I mean, does anybody parents write the recipe down or anything? I mean, is it just that they just kind of like know it all in their head? Well, if you put it all in your head, you never write it down. Who's going to be able to make it after you go? Come on, man. Can somebody get some good southern dressing and put it in the piece of paper so I can make the dressing? Okay, I want to know how to do that, but I can't really. I tried the bag stuffing thing. Now, so I know how to make cornbread. I know I can make cornbread. I have no problem. Make cornbread with a little sugar. Make it sweet a little bit. Okay, maybe not for the dressing. Okay, maybe not for the dressing. But I'm just saying. So if anybody out there knows a good southern recipe for dressing, it's good. Southern dressing. I mean, I like. Okay, not dressing where you put the meat over in with the dressing. I don't want that. But dressing where you don't get your appetite. No turkey, no turkey. Anything with a wing that big, I don't want it. Okay? Anything with wings that big and they cannot fly, I'm not. I ain't going. I'm not eating. I don't eat turkey. Okay? Turkey look like a malnourished, look like an overnourished chicken. Okay. And one more thing before I go up here today, can somebody tell me that I was at the store today trying to figure out what a hen was, and they said it was a hen. What's the difference between a hen, okay, and a chicken? Or is a hen the male chicken? I really don't know. But I just wanted to get out there, 18, 14, because I'm really trying to figure out what the difference, what the difference between a hen and a chicken is. Okay, so somebody needs to tell me. Good morning, who's this? I want a regular person. I want a regular person definition. I don't want you. Just tell me what it is. What's the difference? Yeah. Yeah. Well, he, yeah, yeah. He, okay, he's coming in either. I don't think he'll be able to make it this week, but I'm pretty sure he'll be here next week. He just had to, he had some things he had to do, and he had to do it because he called me and told me. So, he wasn't one thing. I mean, I'm doing all that, to intimidate anybody. So he'll be here next week, I believe. This was a short week this week, so I ain't gonna go there. But can you tell me the difference between a chicken and a hen? You know what, Oh, that's what I thought too. They told me last night. Yeah, they told me it had nothing to do with the military. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Right. But who needs parenting? Who needs parenting skill to tell your kid to go to school? Who needs that? Another excuse to make excuses for people not doing their job. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I hear you. But after having a child, after having a child, mhm. Yeah, yeah. The well, and maybe so, but if you're not getting discipline at home, you need to get it in school. You need to get that wood. What, what, I hear you. But let me ask you something. If you got to teach these parents how to be parents, they're not going to know what discipline is anyway. So they're going to go, oh, we're not going to hit. Okay. Yeah. Right. Yeah. 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 All right. Yeah, appreciate it. I appreciate it. Good morning. Who's this? Yes, they do. Yes, they do. And the Amish. No, I don't. Wait a minute. I said I don't know. Wait a minute. I said I don't know what a hen is. No, no, no. A hen. I don't know what a hen is. Yeah. So why did they call the one? So why did they call the other one chicken then? Yeah. Yeah. Well, no, wait a minute. I'm in the store. Wait a minute. I'm at the meat department. Wait a minute. I'm at the meat department. Wait a minute. I'm at the meat counter yesterday, and the guy couldn't tell me what the difference was. He worked there. I don't want the brother to get fired, but I'm just, you know. Okay, but if they got two separate names, then they got to be separate things. I know they do. Yeah, I know they do. Yeah, yeah. Again, though, they got to be different because they got two different names. Yeah, I don't have a problem. I don't have a problem with a chicken. No, no, we don't play that in India. Southern thing. That's a southern thing. You had chicken, but it was already cooked by the time I saw it. No, brother, we didn't have chicken rolling around in the yard in South Bend. No, we didn't. Maybe because he wouldn't have lived long enough to get the yard. He's from Fort Wayne. That's the rich people had the chickens. You know, we had to go out. If I had a chicken in my yard, then I ripped it off that night and brought it home to cut it and cook it. So I had no chicken. I mean, we didn't have no chickens in the yard. But that's a southern thing. Yeah, 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 I do know that chicken is. I don't know where they hid it. I just anyway, we'll be right back right after this, 8:27 in the morning on this Thanksgiving week. We probably didn't know that he ain't here. We'll be back. All right then, we're back. Still haven't figured exactly what a hen is, but I'm pretty sure. Oh, and one other question that's been consuming my brain for years. Okay, one other question, and I hate to sound ignorant, but okay, so be it. Somebody told me that on a loaf of bread, the first part of the bread, the end at the beginning and the end at the back, that you're not supposed to eat them. Now, I love those. They said those are only on the bread to keep the bread fresh. I'm calling Bravo Sierra on that one. Okay, I love the ends of the bread. Now, am I weird or what? But somebody told me that you're supposed to throw it away. Why would I throw it away? I have to buy that. I just wondered. Go back to the phone. Good morning. Who's this? Hello. Somebody will wake that room. I mean, I didn't just get a better phone or you get Apple or something like that. I don't know what's going on with that. But anyway, so I haven't really figured out what a hen is, but now I'm going to take it. Maybe the hen is it's like the senior citizens of chickens or something like that. You know, maybe that's what it. Maybe it's an old chicken. I don't know what it is, but I know they don't sell a whole lot of them. You know, and here's a um, nice letter I got the other day, and I just wanted to. It's an interesting letter, and it warms your heart a little bit. It says, I married my wife almost 2 years ago and took on two young stepkids, and they started calling me dad on their own. It makes me feel kind of awesome. It's good. I married my wife, okay, got married. The boys were 4 and 6, respectively. They started calling me Mr. Blah, blah, blah. But over the last 2 years, they have moved themselves to call me dad. And I can't do it. Their biological father is more or less a deadbeat who plays Disney dad every other weekend. But when the kids come home talking about all the awesome stuff he does when they're giving them a babysitter or letting them sit in front of their iPad for 3 days until they come home. It is very discouraging. But I just stuck out. I just stuck to what I knew and followed the life lessons I learned from my day. And raising boys as my own, doing the right thing, not feeding into the pressure of trying to one up uh, their dad. Hearing them call me dad makes me smile every time and lets me know that I'm doing the right thing. I love them like they were mine from the start. We have a baby girl coming in a couple months, and it feels like our family really is just really coming together. So that's all. Just wanted to share. And that is an interesting thing. It's hard to go into what we call ready-made family, and the kids will tell you to make you my dad. That's got to be tough. Well, who just paid that light bill? I'm just saying. It is 8:36 in the morning. Good morning. Who's this? Yes. Yes. Yeah. 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 Well, that's true. That, yeah. Mhm. Yeah. I am. But you gotta be right. But you, okay. Then what? Run that by me again. What did you say? Oh, okay. Okay. Mm. Okay. I do. Mhm. Right. Right. That is true. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, I appreciate I appreciate your call and your encouragement. And I know everybody's not going to agree with me. That's fine. All I ask that you do is articulate your thoughts in a way that's reasonable, has some logic and some common sense attached to it, and we can have the conversation. And every once in a while, you can actually change my mind. I mean, I for years I wouldn't vote for a Democrat no matter what. I mean, no matter what, I didn't agree with their philosophy. I didn't agree with their tenets. I didn't agree with their platform. But then one day I was talking to Stephen Reed and Joe Reed. And even though philosophically I don't necessarily agree with everything they say, I cannot poo-poo everything they say because there are some things they say are absolutely true. So I'm trying to be a reasonable guy. Good morning. Yes. So the big white chicken rolling around in the chicken thing don't put the eggs out? Oh. What the other chickens do? Oh, that's true. So there's a breed. So there's a chicken then that just eats and he don't. I thought all chickens laid eggs. We want to get rid of them. Right, right. I heard that. I heard it. So the hen is a woman chicken, a female chicken. Oh, I didn't know that. See that? Who said I wouldn't listen to women? Yes, I would. I didn't have a clue. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. I'm gonna throw away two pieces of bread. Okay, that's what I'm gonna do. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. I know the women will save me every time. All right, so I can eat the bread. Okay, good. The ends. Good morning. Who's this? Pretty good. Pretty good. Mhm. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Again, that's apples and oranges. I understand what you're saying, but people who get pregnant and never go to a doctor, now for whatever reason, never. I mean, we got all kind of Medicaid and Mediquick and no, I'm just saying some of that responsibility falls on you, the pregnant person. Well, we do have people running. Right, we got people running the school system. Wait a minute. 139 years, my friend, before the Republican got in charge. This has been said a long time ago. Yeah, because education is a okay. Because education is a construct that is in the Constitution, and it's been ran by government. Yeah. I know. But that's got nothing to do with the education system in the county of Montgomery now. That's ran by Democrats. I'm not, but I didn't live there. I got here. I got here in 1957. Eisenhower was president. I didn't know what the hell was going on. Yeah, 57. Okay. So what's the, okay? And I understand, but what's that got to do with not expecting excellence from our 25, almost 50% of the kids who go to the league don't show up? What's that got to do with the government? Yeah. It, and let me ask you a question. Okay, so let me ask you a question. I commit a crime. Yeah, I go rob a store. Like I've seen someone on the news lately. These 40 people going to this guy's store the other day, walked out with all those merchandise and wouldn't pay. Let's say I do a crime. Okay. So why when I right? So why when I was mostly black folks doing it? Okay. It's mostly black folks doing it. I'm gonna let you go with that because you may have a point there. But let me ask you something. Like Featherstone used to say, if you don't want to see it, don't let it happen. So that ain't no excuse for the folks that going in these people's stores stealing their stuff. But let me ask you, let me get to the point though. The point, right? Well, the point is though, I do a crime. When I go in front of the judge and I said, well, my daddy wasn't there, my mama wasn't there, my brother and sister, my older brother wasn't there, so I shouldn't go to jail. What you never do? what you never do? Yeah, that's it. So everybody's responsible for where they are and what they do. I'm just saying, if either you get some discipline or you go into prison and you may end up dead just for going into a little bit of some rape, sodomite. So either way, you're gonna get some discipline one way or the other. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, right. And don't mean I'm gonna be a perfect parent either, because he'll tell you in a minute that I'm not. So that's good. I can live with that. Listen, I gotta take my last break an hour. We'll come back uno momento. Okay, so don't y'all go in a place. These are always interesting conversations, though. They really are. Because they go to the heart of what we are as a community and as a society. We, listen, all the past wasn't bad. Okay, we need to go back to some of that stuff. We'll be back. Like the wood, baby. Wood is good. We'll be back.
Get a nicer newer car with lower payments. I'm not someday one day around this week. Let's get it done. Get a nicer newer car with low down payments. Thanks to us, said yes. Yes. The budget we work hard to help you drive a nicer newer car every day. Thank you.
And we are back, 8:52 in the morning. Let's go back to the phone right quickly. I didn't get to none of the notes that I had written all weekend long. Oh well, it's a short week, so I'm gonna be nice. I'm gonna be flexible. Good morning, who's this? So after you insult my intelligence and insult me and call me liars and all that, but you need to give them the truth. You need to give them the truth. Hmm. Okay. Well, that's not interesting. All right then. Every once in a while you do say something that you need to know. Good morning. Who's this? Yes, ma'am. Oh, yes, ma'am. Yeah. No big deal. Yeah. No complaint. Uh, yeah, a little bit, but I like it when it's cold, as long as I got a place to go where it's warm. I think I gotta go fix the computer for somebody. At school, hopefully. No, I don't think it is. I think school going on today. Several schools out. So, I don't know. No. I think. All right. All right. I don't think it. I think it's school today. I think it's school today. Good morning. Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right. All right. Appreciate it. Not too much time left. Good morning. Who's this? Yeah, you need a better phone, but sorry about that. Good morning. Who's this? What is? All right. All right. Appreciate it. I didn't realize that. Oh, all right then. Well, those are excused absentees. Okay. Anyway, all right. Well, don't forget, I got a couple minutes left yet. Our Helping Hand program, and regardless of what Curmudgeon said, if you do I do have a 501c3 with an EIN number and all that stuff, with IRS and all that good stuff. But, if you give and you need to see it, I'll give you our number thing so we can write it off. Okay? So anyway, we're trying to raise as much money as we can between now and December the 20th. And what happens is that members of the community go around and they know people that are having a hard time. And what we do is 72 hours before Christmas, when we take all the money, we divide the money up, and we try to give everybody at least a $500 or at least $1,500, a minimum of $500. Unless I don't raise much of that, I'll just call it today. But we do that every year for the last 7 years. And they don't know the money's coming because somebody tells us about them. I have found in their life people who work their butts off, they've been doing all kinds of things. They don't like charity. And we don't call it charity. We call it an award. An award. It's called the Helping Hands, Helping Hands Good Neighbor Award, as a matter of fact. Got that from the friend State Farm. Good Neighbor Award, and because it's neighbors helping neighbors. It's people helping people, and they don't even know that they're putting forward. And so I figure if we all give a little bit, we can do this. We can do this. We can help out. We film it. My new friend, we film it, and we go to the house. They don't have any clue where we show up. Hopefully, one guy is going to call the police on us because we did a robbery. Instead of giving something, not taking it. Anyway, we'll tell you about all that as we go later on in the week. But if you want to give, go to my Facebook page or GoFundMe. You'll see it. It's called the Annual Helping Hand 2023 Helping Hand Award. Okay? Or go to bank, First Service Bank, and throw some in their account. We appreciate it. We'll do that. Oh, you can call me 241-9998, and I'll come pick it up. All right. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, good. Put the window right there. Here? I like it. That was my boss. Hey, you gotta check that thumbs up.